Live on Facebook.
Hey,
we're live
everybody.
on Periscope.
Hey, y'all.
All right.
This is exciting stuff. We're going to allow you guys to come in just for a few minutes.
Yeah.
We are so excited.
We're so excited to start this, and we hope many, many more. And we just want to look forward to...
We're going to give you guys some time to come in.
Yeah, we're going to give you some time. We're going to give some other people time to come in. But we just want to say thank you. We do this for you. Now, a bit of a disclaimer. We do have like real kids, so they may run down. I may have to get up and, tell one of them to turn the television down. I made a deal with my kids. Okay, if y'all keep it quiet, I'll stay up a little longer.
Daddy stuff.
You see, already. So I may have to. So when we wait on other people to come up, I may have to just go ahead and shut it down on them.
See what happened? It backfired on Dad. It backfired on him.
But you know what? This is behind the deal.
Okay.
It's okay. This is real. Now, one of my contingencies...
They can come say goodnight to you guys.
You hear them?
Because that's what's going to happen. See what happens?
I messed up. I messed up.
Oh, daddy.
But you know
Silly
what?
Daddy.
We are real. They're coming down the steps, right? We are a real family.
Yes.
We invest. Our kids is part of our life. So for people who have family, who have children, it's not that far-fetched. Because you know what?
Come on in, everybody.
A situation would never be perfect. So, you can never say, well, I'm going to get this, and this, and wait till it's perfect. Because that'll never work. But what I'm about to do is introduce you to my two little girls. Here's one of them. Come on, Bella. Tell Jordan to come down. We're going to tell Jordan to come down. Again,
allow you guys to come on in.
Again, this is behind the deal.
Okay, Bella, walk up the stairs.
Where we're talking about investing in real estate and not just, flip.
Come on in, everybody.
And, you get in today, you buy a unit, and it's going to work out for you. We go behind the deal. Come here for a second. Y'all going to say goodnight.
Yes, let's say goodnight.
I'm going to introduce you to my daughter, Jordan, which is my oldest, and I'm my younger, Bella. Come over here, Jordan.
Come on over here.
Come over here in the middle. She did not follow the plan. We said if you're quiet, you can stay up, but she didn't stay up. Oh, she wasn't quiet.
She wasn't quiet.
So go ahead and go upstairs. Bella, come here, baby. Say good night.
Hey, Nicole. Good night.
All right. So,
good night.
Excuse me for a moment, and we're gonna get right into it.
Daddy has to go put the girls to bed because he tried to do a deal with them, and that didn't work out. That didn't work out at all. So as we're letting people come in, we're going to put our girls down, and then we're going to get started. Thank you guys for coming on. Hey, Nicole. Hey, Godmom Kyla. Hey, Veronica. Veronica, my sister Veronica Crafton has launched an app, amazingly uplifted app for families that have special needs kids. It's an awesome app. You guys go download the app. She's an amazing woman and doing amazing things in the community. I mean, she's like big time for real. So I'm so honored that you came on, Veronica. Thank you so much, baby. Hi, thank you for joining. Thank you so much. We're just going to give a little bit more time for people to come on, and then we are going to get right into Behind the Deal. That is why we're on here. We are launching our Behind the Deal YouTube series. My husband and I, we are investors and real estate agents.
That's me.
And we are going through the behind the scenes, so to speak, of what we do, not withholding anything from you guys during our real estate transactions. So we're going to give a little bit more time for people to come in. We have some people on already. Thank you guys for joining. You guys are awesome.
Now, what I did learn, we're gonna do this right now. We're scheduled to do this once a week on Sundays. The reason behind that, went to church or whatever you doing, so it's kind of day to rest, relax. Let's get some wisdom while we relax. That's family day or whatever like that. And one of my things is building wealth and leaving an inheritance for your children, right?
Yes.
One of the things I highlighted, if you see one of my posts earlier, was it Proverbs 13, verse 22, and it's about leaving an inheritance. I took it off. Put on Proverbs 13.
There it is on the board right there.
I know you can't see our little board. Proverbs 13 and 22 is about leaving an inheritance. So that's what I'm building it on. And so we just want to kind of learn. And listen, we're up to questions and other real estate agents and investors.
Absolutely.
We're looking to build a network because I want to have a community of homeowners, a community of investing, and I just want to not just have a not just have a business, but have a good business where we practice good practices.
Absolutely.
That's one of the things when I first started in business, I met all kind of people who wasn't up on the up and up. So it took me a little longer to get where I am, but you know what? It's sustainable, scalable business. So those are one of the things that one of the many things that I preach. Now we're gonna go and get inside. You know, people like I want to learn how to flip a house. I want to learn how to buy and hold. I want to get in apartments. I want to do the commercial. Well,
Everything.
we're going to get into that, but this is called Behind the Deal.
Hey, Brianna.
So
Detroit's in the house.
I can't give you everything in one night, and no, I'm not selling you anything. This is free. I'm not selling anybody anything, so I'm not going to give you a teaser.
We had that live session last night
Right.
with Miss Connie and LaQuisha.
I'm not going to give you a teaser and then come in and say, well, for $99.99, you know, I'm not going to do that. But what I want to do is give you the behind the scenes, because you see these infomercials and you go to YouTube and you may go to a course and they say, well, no money, no down, no credit, this, that, or the third, and they miss the foundational strategy. They miss the foundational things that you had to have. So we're gonna deal with tonight foundation, right? We're gonna deal with the foundation part. And if you have any questions, please ask, and I will answer those questions.
We'll definitely try to get to them. We have a pen and paper here, so we'll try to catch them all and write them down, because we are live on Periscope and we are live on Facebook. So as you guys write them, we'll definitely try to catch them. Hey, Kathy. Hey, girl.
Okay.
Thank you guys for joining.
And I'm going to try not to interrupt my wife too much, okay? So bear with us.
Habitual interrupter. That's what he is.
Because of the sake of our children, we may do this next Sunday, like 8:30, maybe 9. But we will keep you posted, because 7 o'clock, we're trying to lay our girls down.
Yeah,
so.
we're learning. It's a process. And I'm definitely enjoying the process. Learning to enjoy the process for sure.
Okay. So, I think we pretty much got everybody on this. It's 7:08. We're going to give him 2 more. We're going to give him 2 more minutes, and then we'll get into it. But we're just trying to give them to 7:10. It's 7:08 now.
Yeah. Let's give it a few more minutes, because I still see people are coming on. Thank you guys. Please share. Veronica, if you're still on, can you do me a favor, love? Can you please post this in our groups? Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I didn't have enough time. I was laying the girls down and helping my husband. But just to give you guys a little background about us as more people are coming on, I'm Tabitha Caver. I'm a realtor here in Atlanta. This is where we reside right now, in Atlanta, Georgia. I am the first lady of real estate, and this is...
I'm just Quincy. No. I'm Quincy, and God gave me
Thanks, love.
a vision for a business. And the name of my business is Good Steward Investments. And it took me a long time to try to come up with a business name. And I told God I want to be a good steward over everything that He's given me. I want to be a good steward of my wife. I want to be a good steward over the properties, over my tenants. I want to be a good steward over your time. Your time is valuable. My time is valuable. So I want to make sure you're getting on here, that you're getting quality information. Will I tell you how to flip a house in one night? No, because in real life, it doesn't work that way.
Right.
It doesn't. But what I'm going to give you is foundational strategies that you can build on to be able to operate and not just obtain a house or a business, but to sustain it. I met a lot of people in and out of real estate, and they got burnt out. I've been into this almost 6 years now, and we're going stronger today than we did yesterday.
Yeah.
And so I want to share this with you. My heart's desire is to give you knowledge how to build a business, not just real estate, but just give you foundational principles how to build a business. It's 7:10. This is not scripted. We're just going to give it to you straight as we can, straight as we know how. But so I am a father. I am a husband. I don't know how else to put it other than that. I'm a Superman by night and Clark Kent by day. If you watch one of my older videos, So it's just, like I said, it's just been on my heart to share with you about real estate. I believe in foundation. I believe in generational wealth. I believe in leaving our family in inheritance. And I don't believe we all should play basketball or football to be entertainers to buy our mother a house or, to have a house. And so it's a lot of things we're going to deal with, but we're going to deal with the foundation of business, and we're going to kind of build from there. So is there anything that you want to say?
Yes, absolutely. Our first video is up and live on YouTube, and it is called Behind the Deal Launch. It is on YouTube, and we are very excited for that because this is something that we said, okay, let's just go ahead and do it. I'm the planner. He's the go-getter.
I just do it.
And so we try to make sure that we handle that balance very well. I say we're like peanut butter and jelly. We can be good by ourselves, but together we're unstoppable. So we went ahead and we just did it. We uploaded it. It's up live now. You can go view it on YouTube. And we're excited to build off that. Like he said, we definitely plan on building some of the foundations or major keys that we'll talk about, within the series and on our channel. And as we continue to grow, is entrepreneurship, financial literacy. Definitely real estate is involved in this because that's our foundation. But like my husband said, whatever it is that you do, it's really about having a mindset and a heart and just the ways and being creative and doing it and building a scalable business.
And I like that she said scalable business. And scalable business is something that, like, okay, Walmart is in almost every state, every city.
No, I'm sure it is.
Yeah, it is. Every state,
sure
every city, every little town, there's Walmart. That's what you call a scalable business, meaning that they're scaling, right? So I'm trying to get hustle out of this real estate business. Hustle. This is the type of business that you need. You need a business that don't need you because what you just created is just another job. So I want to make a business. I had a cousin of mine, and we have these talks, and he hustles, and he make good money. And I asked him a question one day. I said, what if something, God forbid, happened to you? What if you get sick? What if you get hit by a car? Can your business survive without you?
Thanks, Jason.
You want to build a business.
Please share.
Whether it's real estate, whether you're doing hair, cutting hair, whatever skill traits set you have, you want to build a business that don't need you. That's how you can go on vacation when you want to go, because you don't have to go there every day and open up the storefront. Now, in the beginning, yes, you have to build it.
Yeah.
It's going to take what we call in real estate sweat equity, right? It's going to take that, but you want to build yourself out of the business. You want to start the business out, but you want to be able to say, here, this is what I have, and start training people. Like McDonald's, it's a process. Wherever McDonald's is going to have, the quarter pounder is going to be the same. This McDonald's in Georgia, or if you go to Delaware, it's going to be the same quarter pounder. And it's the same process of making it. So what I'm trying to get people to understand, behind the deal, is building a business that don't need you. It's like a process. Build a business that don't. I just cannot say that enough. Is when we're talking about a hustle, it needs you. A business don't need you. You don't see the owner of Walmart at the checkout line. You see what I'm saying? You don't see that. You won't see me half the time at my real estate properties. I have property managers running it for me because it's a business, and we need to treat it as. I think real estate is the only business, and I can't take this. I was talking to Jay Morrison the other day, and I was at one of his venues. And he was saying, when you get into real estate, that's the only business that people just jump in. Like, here I am. If you want to cut hair, do hair, anything else, it's a process. And I think that's what set people up. Not saying that you can't do it, but what I'm saying is, it's a process.
Yeah, it's a process.
You just don't jump into real estate because what you're doing, you're messing with families, you're messing with, people's lives and things of that nature. So you want to build a business that don't need you, and you want to take some time to get the knowledge and the training. It don't have to be for me, but get it from someone. Read a book. And I applaud you, whoever on, because this is the first step. Yeah. Congratulations to you. And if you don't know us, we're sorry, but you're going to get to know us now, right? We apologize, but what we want to do is build a business that don't need you. That is a business. I'm going to let my wife talk.
Well,
Go Polly, go upstairs.
as you can see,
Our daughter.
he is the talker of the
Go-
family. But no,
Polly.
seriously, what he's
Polly.
saying, he's talking to our girls, by the way.
Go
We
Polly.
told y'all.
Excuse me.
We told
That
you
one we
guys
gotta move
this
to
is
like
this
8
is
o'clock, 9
real.
o'clock.
This is real. So yeah, we probably will move the video just to minimize the interruptions from our girls. They are in the process of going to bed. But we definitely have a passion for people. We were talking the other day, and the thing that really sets us apart from other people, coaches, however you want to label it, or real estate investors, is the simple fact that we have a love for people. And our hearts, we're very, generous with the knowledge and wanting to share that and build a community and build families, because we feel like it's very essential. Now we want to make sure that the family is equipped with the tools and the resources and the knowledge to do better for themselves. I mean, that's really what our goal is to see people live a good life, just do better for themselves, leave something for their children, something that they didn't have growing up.
Mm-hmm.
That's really why we're doing all of this. So, I'm just very excited for this and going forward with this.
Okay, so how did I start? I hear some people saying, hey man, I don't have, money, I don't have credit. How can I get started in real estate? Well, there are so many ways to get started. I can't tell you only one way to get started. I can tell you how I got started in real estate. It was by accident.
Hey, Nidra.
It was by accident. I got into real estate by asking somebody else about it, and I was going to buy a house during the time, and they said, hey, why don't you go get your real estate license and you can get paid to, do real estate as a real estate agent. Now, after that, I kind of found out about investing. Now, what was my status during the time? I had no money. My credit was really, really low. I worked on it. I just did old conventional wisdom. I worked on my credit. I saved money. Did it take me 6 months? It almost took me 2 years. But during those 2 years, now I'm not saying it's going to take you 2 years because you got me. I didn't have anybody. You got me, right? But I had to build my credit. I had to sacrifice something. That's another foundation. You have to sacrifice something. So for those who ones say, I don't have the money and I don't have the credit, and if you can't get it tomorrow, then this is not the business for you. I'm going to let you know it's not the business for you. Go ahead.
It's not an overnight, get rich quick scheme. And I find it, troublesome that a lot of times you see like my husband mentioned earlier in the video, the infomercials, other stuff that's advertised in the classes and all of that type of stuff. And I was actually talking to an individual last night at one of the events that I spoke at, and she was saying, I was so interested, me and my husband were interested in getting into real estate investing, but all of the courses cost so much. And I told her, well, look at God. But I was very excited just to share with her, like, hey, listen, you don't have to go that route. There are certain things that you can do first before you want to explore that option that's inexpensive, that's free. I really just wanted to take her under my wing and say, girl, let's ride. Like, let's do this, especially if you're passionate about it and everything like that. So go ahead.
Okay, so here's a question right here. It says, and it's funny because when she said it, the question was emailed to me. It said, okay, so if you really don't have any money, how to get started and how to save money. Okay, so there's a lot of courses out. This is behind the deal, right? Tip. There are a lot of courses out there, right? And some are like $100 a month or $500 or it can go up, right?
It definitely can. There's some for like 1,000. They're in the thousands.
How to get started with little money, right? You're doing it right now. You're on Facebook, okay? It costs you no money to I'm sorry, my Periscope people. It costs you no money for this. So
Love you too.
You want to get connected. Another thing is go on YouTube. There is so many articles. And they said, if you want to hire something from somebody, put it in the book. We got video now. We don't need a book
because people don't read.
We got video, right? People not reading, so you can't use that excuse anymore,
right?
Because there's a website called YouTube. And if you go to YouTube, you type in how to wholesale. Get the basics. Okay, so when you start getting your knowledge game up.
Oh wow! Okay. And Groupon has deals for real estate school. Are you serious?
And Groupon has deals for real estate. So once you get your knowledge, once you get your knowledge base up, Okay.
Thanks, Anderson.
Now you're feeling more confident. So then now when you start engaging else, the library,
Yeah, the library.
ebooks.
People sleep so much on libraries. My
Man.
goodness. Yes, the library. Yes.
You know what? Because real estate is a cycle. So just say
Yeah.
if you go get a library book and it was written about real estate in 1985. Real estate goes in cycle because guess
Right.
what's coming back? Owner financing.
Yeah.
Because now a lot of these banks are not really giving money no more.
Yeah. They're scared to lend.
Credit and money. So now just go to owner financing.
Yeah.
And then they will work with you.
Yeah.
They got lease options. They have lease purchases where you can go and get a lease on a house and pay like you pay your rent.
Right.
And doing that 3 to 5 year, you're saving your money, you're building your credit. So the house that you want, you can be preparing yourself while you're already in it. Then if you say, well, you know what, I don't like this house, then you can get out of the deal.
Yeah.
You know, that's another behind the scenes. So if you don't have any money, if you have a little money, right, and if you don't have any credit, you can always do a lease option.
Yeah.
But that's something that's coming back.
That
So
doesn't
that's
involve the banks.
right. So that's something that you can look up. But the library, online platforms like this,
Yeah. Yeah.
YouTube, free ebooks.
Yeah.
You can
Free
get
ebooks. Yeah.
So then
absolutely.
once you get that knowledge in, now you can engage. If you do decide that you want to pay for a course, now you're that much knowledgeable to try to see if this course is worth it. Because I see
And
a lot of
valid.
people selling courses, and I'd be like, okay, that's like 101. You know what I'm saying? If I want to go to college, I'm not going to start in the 5th grade. So now you can now you know the value of what you're paying for. So that's a way that you can get your knowledge base, because if you don't have the cash, get your knowledge up. And then you can talk to other people who may want to invest. And because you have the knowledge, you get paid for your intellectual property, the stuff that you know. Another thing real quick, join a real estate group.
Yeah.
They got,
little-
we're in Atlanta, they got so many of them. But, you know, you want to inspect them, right? But what you can do, thank you so much. What you can do is just join a real estate group. You know what? Once a month on Thursdays. Once a month on Thursdays.
Yeah. Yeah.
I go to this group, and I'm going to post it. I just can't think of it right now. I go there and it's totally free. Right? Well, now they charge you $5. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
$5.
they charge you $5 to go, and because they need to keep the spot open where they rent out.
Right.
I pay $5. I promise you, because some people are like, where do you get the money? I have met 2 financing guys there.
Yeah.
They have done 2 of my deals. I met one guy on a humbug. He was passing out cards, and I say, hey,
Jaden.
I got a property up in Birmingham. I paid cash for it, and I need to take my money out because I need to do other deals. Within, I think, 30 days, you know, I got a check over $100,000, and it was free. I just went to an investor meeting. Then we're in the middle of doing a flip now. Went back to the same investors meeting the next month or 2 months later. I ended up meeting some guys, and they do flips.
Yeah.
They funded the whole deal. Now
Yeah.
I had to come with a little money because I'm on a higher level than the
Right.
beginner. But
Thanks for
I was
joining.
able to position myself, and that's what we're going to talk about, the foundation, being able to position yourself and have a
Monique.
scalable business. So I know it's a lot at one time, but
Yeah, and he can talk too. So.
and I can talk, but I want to make sure I'm giving quality content. But I'm going to let my wife talk now. I apologize.
No. I mean, you're doing fine. It's just we're so passionate, like I said, that we really want you all to, you know, just open up your mind and, you know, just get the knowledge to get the wealth. First you get the knowledge and then you get the wealth. So it is a lot of information, and we're going to definitely be sharing, uploading videos more on YouTube.
Yeah.
Remember, Behind the Deal launch video is released. It is up live on YouTube, and you can go and view that. And we're going to be uploading 1 per week, and then we'll be going live. Remember to show you Behind the Deal, like live, once we're going to the properties, seeing the contractors doing the work, you know, and all of that other good stuff. So we'll be we might go live tomorrow when we go to the property, because we have to go meet one of our contractors there.
Right, we're going to meet a contractor there tomorrow. So, and I got another question is, how did you get the cash, and did you get it in your name? Great question. That's a question a lot of people ask, because you have to do more than identify the property. Okay. The question is, how do you get the money? Okay, again, I've been in this for a little while, so I can't say you can go do this tomorrow, but what I can do is set you up on that path. I got the money under my business. Before I had my first property, I had already started my business. I already started because I was doing my research. And, excuse me, because if my daughter's 2 more minutes, I'm about to go upstairs because they're taking advantage of daddy. Because
real life discipline.
Real life discipline. We need some discipline back in the house. But how did I get the cash behind the deal? No, I did not get it in my name. I got it in my business name.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody's looking to start real estate or any business, I strongly advise you to
Please.
start a business.
Mm-hmm.
For less than a price of a cup of coffee a day, for less than a pair of Jordans.
Yeah, there you go.
You can start a business.
Yes.
You can get a EIN number or what they call a tax number.
Mm-hmm. Tax ID number.
Tax ID number free. Go to the IRS website. Think of the name that you want.
Mm-hmm.
You go there, and I'm kind of putting things out of order, but that's where we'll go more behind there. You then they give you a tax ID number. Then whatever state that you're in, you be in compliance with that state. And once you get that started, okay, now you're in compliance with the state that you're in. Yeah,
I know, right, Jason?
You're in compliance, and you have your EIN number. You got those two. Now it's time for you to take those things that you have and open up a business bank account. Okay, open up a business.
Please stress that, babe.
Open up a business bank account, and once you open up a business bank account, now you are in position. Now that you have a legitimate business, you are in compliance. Now you can start.
Yes.
So I did not get the cash in my name, which was wonderful because we know when you deal with banks, the more assets, the more liabilities you have, the more they have something called debt to income ratio. So I'm pretty sure a lot of investors, when they first start out, they're getting these loans from the bank, but it's in their name.
Right.
And you buying a car, you're making some money, you're doing this. Now your debt to income is so high.
Yeah.
Your debt is exceeding your income. So you want to start putting things in your business,
right,
and it comes out of your name. So even though I may own several properties, it's not reflected on Quincy. It's reflected on Good Steward Investments or whatever business I have.
Right.
So that's how I got my money, and that's what we're gonna do. See, when you're taking some of these courses, these infomercials, they don't. This is the part that they don't tell you. They don't say, "Hey, structure your business first." I'm in it not for you to flip a house and make $40,000 or $50,000 or whatever, and then that's it. You success. Yeah. I'm into you building a scalable business where you can do this, and it doesn't need you and millionaire, billionaire status. And I'm here to take off the layers, but you cannot build a house from the roof down.
Yeah.
I won't give you no information telling you go flip a house and not tell you about how to build a foundation. That's the part they're not going to tell you.
Yeah.
And if it may take you 6 months, God willing, you're going to be here 6 months later, right? So if you're here 6 months later, you're 6 months better than you are today. So I'm going to open up the floor for some more questions. And I think we introduced ourselves.
Yeah.
The First Lady of Real Estate. I'm just Quincy.
Quincy.
And we're doing this because we're passionate about real estate. And I love real estate. I'm sold into it, and I'm just so tired of people not treating it like a business. And that's why so many people get burnt out.
Yeah.
They get into real estate and they have this Peter Pan mentality, right? But they don't have a plan how to scale it, how to build it, and then how to be able to leave it to your children.
Right.
And your family, your children's children. So just say my daughter don't want to do real estate. That's fine. But she's going to get a portion of it because she don't have to necessarily run it because it don't need me. It won't need her. Right. But it's going to be in my name for generations and generations to come. So, you have to look at it in that mindset. Set. So there's another thing I want to touch on, but I don't want to kind of get ahead of myself.
Yeah.
The question someone asked you, how do we find our properties? You want to take that?
Yeah, we did receive one of the questions. It was, how do we find the homes that we get? And first and foremost, I do say it's God. It may sound corny or however it is, but it really is God. I mean, several of the properties, my husband was just driving around and he just decided to stop. And I don't even think the land house, did they have a sign on the
No, that's a testimony I had to give you.
Yeah. I mean, some of them, they didn't have signs or anything. He just stopped by the house, literally. So definitely foremost is God. Dealing with the property that we're going to be featuring on the Behind the Deal, that property in Cascade, Atlanta, we got that through a friend of ours, through our network. And the only reason why we got that one just because of, kind of who we knew type of thing.
Right.
But that one was what is it? A gem because I mean it was sitting for years and no
Which
one. The Cascade one, wasn't it sitting?
No,
for
it
years?
wasn't sitting. It maybe not years, but probably about a year or so.
Well, okay,
if
not
that.
years.
Yeah.
Well, okay, a year. And no one scooped it up. So even then, I say that's God, But we can. There's a lot of different websites that we do use, and you can use also for real estate. Realtor.com. We have access because I'm a realtor here, so it's through FMLS and Georgia MLS. Those are real estate websites with listings of properties that are for sale and everything. Zillow. I mean, there's so many different things you can go on. Trulia. Craigslist. People post rentals and sales and, for sale by owners and all that.
For sale by owners. You can always work it out a deal with for sale by owner.
Yeah.
But you have to be very savvy.
Yeah, you gotta know what you're doing.
For sale by owner, you can structure a deal with a for sale by owner, right? So
okay, great question.
That's
Jason.
a whole tactic behind
write
that.
Down Jason's question so it doesn't get.
But how do you find houses? Look, you drive. You drive. You canvass your neighborhood. Craigslist, like my wife said, Craigslist. How do we find a house in Cascade? It was a guy. It was a house for sale. About 3 houses down from ours. I called him because I wanted to buy it, and
I got your question, Jason.
He told me, "Hey, the house is sold." I said, "Okay, then. Well, do you have any more like that?" Oh, I got a house.
Right,
over,
that's how we found
I got a house over in Cascade, and I don't know if you want to get it. Here's the lot box. Go over there, look at it.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw the house. I think we called him on a Monday. We went to go see the house on a Tuesday. We put an offer on it Tuesday night. Just like that.
Yeah.
There was a house next door to ours. There is no one way how to find houses.
Yeah.
There is so much out there to find houses. If you see a house with a lot of grass up and it look abandoned, go on the tax records. Try to call them or try to get some information for it. What we used to do, we used to look in the mailbox, see who owned it. But you don't hear it from me though. You know what I'm saying? Because it's mail falling out of things. So that's another sign. If you got at least see a lot of mail falling out of the mailbox, and you see grass growing up. I'm trying to convince my wife with the mindset. How did you become a team? Oh, okay then.
Oh.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna answer that, but I want to make sure I take care of Mr. Jones. So it says, when getting started in real estate, would you recommend flipping homes or investing in real estate property? Do you want to take that?
No, I think you're good. I'll catch the Periscope question.
Okay. All right. So with that, I started out in investing in homes. I invested in rental properties because of the residual income. Again, I'm not trying to go out and keep finding houses and flipping them and stuff like that. I like to buy a house, put a renter in place, and get the money every month, right?
While being in bed.
That's why being in my PJs, right? But the thing with that is, you have to have some reserve or have a team. So what I've learned if I want to scale faster, I would say maybe after you get your education up, you got your money, you ready to go, I would say flip a house, take a portion of that, buy a rental property, and then take another. And then so just say numbers, right? You make $100,000. Okay, let's be realistic. You flip a house, you make 50. I would take 25 to 30,000 of that and buy a rental, and then I would take the other portion and then find another deal. But if you listen to me, you'll have a business, and you will take 10% of that, and then you would be able to leverage that 10%. Right? So if you make 50,000, 5 to 10,000 you would take, and you would get a rental property. And then the other 5 to 10,000, you would put that up to get another flip. My strategy is what we're gonna do now: 2 flips, 1 rental.
Thanks for joining.
2 flips, 1 rental. 2 flips, 1 rental. We're gonna kind of do like a hybrid. We're gonna kind of do the Warren Buffett effect. The Warren Buffett, if you don't, he's a stock guru, but he started out long and slow, and he started making money off his dividends, and we call it cash flow in the real estate market. In the stock market, they call it the stock arena. They call it dividends. So he started living off his dividends. They started paying him so much. So you want to kind of do both. You want to have the real estate part, the flipping part, to make that quick money, right? And then you want to have that rental to have that residual cash flow. But to answer your question, I would probably do a flip first to get the cash flow, and then I would go into the rental. 2 flips, 1 rental. 2 flips, 1 rental. And then when you get really savvy, you do your 2 flips and put them in a 1031 exchange, and then you would use that to get your rental so you won't hit the high taxes. But that's another story. The mindset.
Right. So we had a question from Periscope, and this gentleman, he wanted to inquire about how we became a team and getting the mindset that we have. And so to answer your question, we didn't start out this way. This way. No. You're welcome, Jason.
Lots of prayers.
When I met my husband, he had just got into real estate. He had just got into real estate, and actually on the first property, he was just like, hey, I have to do all of this paperwork and fill out these documents, threw me the colors and the carpeting sample book and said, hey, babe, I need you to pick out this stuff because I need to turn this into the contractors and to the workers for the property that I'm acquiring. I said, okay, sure. So I was like, okay, I think I know what I'm doing. And so I put together the colors and the carpet and the paint and all of that other type of stuff, and it turned out beautiful. And then I kind of left it alone after that. I mean, we didn't start out together just working, directly together with it. I just caught real estate by default just because of who he is. So I knew about real estate. I know the real estate, lingo and all of that other type of stuff as far as it, goes to investing. But it wasn't until a year or so ago that we started working together, and it didn't work out. And I was like, you know what? No, I don't like you, and I don't like that. No, not gonna do it. But God really convicted me, and I tried to do something on my own, but that failed because I tried to do it myself. So I finally came to the realization that we're better together, and I actually fell in love with real estate. And just knowing what I know now about it, I mean, it really just opened up my eyes to a whole different world that's out there, a whole nother level of people that operate in business. And so now it's been about a year, right? Like a year?
Yeah, it's been about a year.
Yeah, it's been about a year since we've been really working together and focusing on one goal. And for me, that's very important because it's about establishing my house before I go and do something else. So we really want to, solidify the foundation that we have here as a family. And he's an awesome leader. I mean, for me to come on board and do real estate with him, I mean, I went through Quincy's boot camp for a good 5 years, even before I decided to join the team on the Good Steward Investments. So that's pretty much it. How we became, partners, so to speak.
And then to the husbands or people in relationships.
Yeah, because we've heard that comment a lot.
I think with my wife, I had to keep making the vision plain. I had to keep putting the vision. I said, okay, then this is what we're going to do this year. This year we're going to save this amount of money,
right?
And then we're going to purchase this. And
good point, babe.
In the beginning, it was kind of slow, but I kept staying focused and saying, this is what I'm doing in 6 months. This is what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm doing this. And I kept her involved, even though she wasn't per se right on board, but she knew what I was doing, So because sometimes people follow successful people. And so what I had to do was be successful in my planning and in my strategy. So when I let my wife know what was going on, where I was going, and I planned the vision, I said, this is where I'm taking us in the next 5 years. This is where I'm taking us next month. And then that trip to Florida, it really, and then, so what I'm saying is, so you want to be on one accord.
Yes, absolutely.
You want to be on one accord.
And everything.
And it may be just, they may not understand, their risk level may be different. Where my risk level is here, my wife's risk level may be here. Okay? So I have to make her feel comfortable with having that risk level. And if she's not comfortable in that season, that's fine, because at the end of the day, it's my family before anything else. I'm doing this for my family, so this will not hinder my family, right? So what I'm trying to do is let her aware of the vision and the potential, and it may be just, and it's no disrespect, it may just be ignorance, not knowing, okay, not knowing how it works. So what I was just, we went to an investor group together. Matter of fact, the people that we found to give us this money for the flip, she started the talk with her.
Yeah.
With her. So you and your wife or your partner Y'all go to some real estate investment thing. Trick her. Say, hey, babe, I got a surprise for you. Get in the car. Trick her. You know, and then wherever it is.
That's the Quincy's tip. Trick your wife into real estate.
And it may be like a little restaurant right down the street. Because you gotta plot this, right? You know how we can plot. You have to plot
You are
it.
so funny.
It may be a restaurant down the street. You're like, hey, let's go to this restaurant.
You are hilarious.
Hey, I think they're having a real estate. Get her full, or after, say, babe, let's sit with me for 10 minutes, and then I take you.
Let your food digest for
and
10
then,
minutes.
you know, because on the news, you hear so much stuff like, oh, don't invest in real estate. But then when you go here, you got people, invest in real estate. Invest in real estate. Invest. So that may warm her up, okay?
Yeah.
And you
start
just,
slow. If
a
it's,
little at a
you know,
time.
a
little at a time. So, so
just keep doing what you're doing.
just keep doing what you're doing. Keep this, involve her in this, and
I saw a husband and wife team on. You know, I just kind of wanted to let you check them out, and you know, different things like that. Let her view us.
And again, behind the deal, we just don't focus strictly on real estate. We got you. We just don't focus strictly on real estate because we are a family. So you get all
Everything.
of us.
Yeah,
you get all of us.
Get
so,
all of us.
You know, like my little girl may come downstairs again. Who knows? But what we're doing, we're building a business. Right. We have a community of business builders. We're leaving an inheritance. So we're going to give you some content, and if you have a question, we're going to dive right in it. But we want to do is build a business. So that was that with that. So we said, someone asked us a question: how did you find a house? You find a house on Craigslist. Right. You find a house.
Website,
you find a house on a thrifting nickel. Okay.
Contact me. I'll help you out because I have access
there you
to
go.
FMLS.
Contact my wife and find your house.
First lady of real estate.
Well, if you're outside of Georgia now, another way you can find a house, get with a real estate agent. Yeah. Get with a real estate agent. Let the real estate agent know what your plans are.
Right.
And
they'll be willing to help you.
They want to make money. They don't charge you to buy a house. You know, I was looking for a house in Birmingham because, you know, if anybody from Birmingham, get at me. I was looking for a property in Birmingham. I just reached out to a real estate agent in Birmingham. A local real estate agent in Birmingham. And, you know, he helped me find a property. He got paid because I bought a house. So, you know, real estate agent, for sale by owner. We call them FSBOs, for sale by owner signs. You want to look at you want to join a real estate investors group or not join, just go to the events. They have them free all the time. And that's a network right there. That's how you can meet mentors. You take $10, take them to lunch or take them for some tea, coffee, whatever. Then now you got a mentor, right? Another way is just like I said, Zillow and Trulia and all those type things. Canvas your neighborhood. You know, when you're driving, you see grass and mail hanging out. That's how you can find a house. Somebody else asked a question. Well, how do you get cash? In your name? No, because we want to start a business. Okay, so we're going to start, not a hustle. We want something that don't need you, that don't need you, that you can take time with your family. We're not in this to work this like another job. We're in this to be able to spend time with our family, our loved ones, and leave our children something. So we're not going to treat this like a hustle. So how do I get cash? I got it in my business name. I got it in my business. What was another question someone had asked?
I think that was pretty much.
Should you flip or did you do a rental?
Right.
I would say get 2 flips, 1 rental. And then look up 1031 exchange. Every flip you get, look up 1031 exchange. 2 flips, 1 rental. But, you know, there's so many different ways.
Depends on what you really want to do.
Depends on what you really want to do. So, okay, we got investors. What about homeowners?
Well, I think we should probably do a video for that one. Because that's a lot of information for homeowners. Okay. So we'll do a video solely for that purpose. Let's do it like that. Because that's a lot of information. Okay. And then another thing, and then we're going to take this to a wrap. Email us your questions. Is our email something? Yeah. Well, we're going to post it. We will post it. Our email address is gstewartinvest@gmail.com. That's G Stewart with a D, like good steward, good steward, but it's G Stewart invest@gmail.com. Or you can text me. What's my text? What's my 770-742-9093. Okay. That is our number. We will answer it. It's it's connected to our phone, so you won't get an operator or anything like that or someone else. So it's directly connected to us. And we should be doing these once a week. Yeah, we'll be on Sundays, and maybe a little later next Sunday because of our daughters.
But we were doing this on Sunday.
Thank you guys for joining in. Remember, Behind the Deal on YouTube, it was launched tonight. You can view the first video Behind the Deal launch on the property that we are currently doing, and also what we're going to be doing going forward with Good Steward Investments. Thank you guys.
It's starting a business, not a hustle, a business that doesn't need you.
If you don't remember anything else, remember that, please. He will say it till it gets drilled in your brain.
A business that don't need you. All right, we're signing out.
Thank you guys for joining. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for the comments and the questions. We look forward to doing this again. And thank you guys so much. Email us, gstewardinvest@gmail.com. Text us, call us, 770-742-9093 if you have any questions, any comments that you guys want to ask after we log off here. But thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. Yay, it was a success. Thank you, Cerise. Thank you so much. Thank you, Nicole. I appreciate it. Give us your feedback too, because I know my husband can talk. So if you guys say, hey, listen, man, you're talking too much, it's okay.
And the way the way the format is, we kind of give you behind the deal as far as not just the deal we're working on,
right,
but how to build
a business,
a scalable business. But if you have specific questions, we will answer them, or we will do a follow up with an email.
Yeah, we'll do an email. We'll email you back, or text you back, or something like that, or even address it in our next video. So even if we don't get it live, or we'll still get it and respond to you, and also possibly put it up in a video too. If we get a whole bunch of the same question, we'll just go ahead and address it during a live video or a YouTube video, definitely.
All right, now I gotta go put the girls to bed.
Thank you guys. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you guys.
Good night.
Bye.